Ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 1 week away from opening day, and the conversations are kicking back up, the arguments, the debates. Who's going to win what division? Who's going to win what awards? And ultimately, who's going to win the World Series? Now, by the end of last year, Aaron Judge took home the AL MVP award, having one of the most historic seasons that we've seen in recent memory. 62 home runs, breaking the regular season record. It's hard as any fan of any fan base to deny that Aaron Judge wasn't the MVP. Now, yes, Shohei Ohtani had a spitting chance of getting that award as well, but ultimately it ended up in the hands of one Aaron Judge. Now, in third place came our own hometown Yordan Alavarez. With 37 home runs, 97 RBIs, and 561 plate appearances, as well as a 306 batting average, a 406 on-base percentage, a 613 slugging, equaling over 1,000 OPS. Yordan Alavarez was an absolute tank, an absolute monster in 2022. Now, coming into 2023, the Astros don't have just one, but two guys that could potentially end up in the top 7 for AL MVP voting this season. Now, the first guy, as mentioned before, Yordan Alavarez, our left fielder / designated hitter. At just the age of 25, not even hitting his prime yet, keep in mind the guy is a month younger than me. Yordan Alavarez has already drawn comparisons to some of the greatest hitters of all time, some guys like David Ortiz and even Barry Bonds. The reason Yordan Alavarez continues to draw such comparisons to these two guys is not just his ability to hit for power or drive runs in or slug, it's his continuing development and growth in his ability to dominate all 4 quadrants of the strike zone, to shoot the ball any which way he wants. He can pull it for power, he can pull it for single, pull it for a double, he can come outside the zone and shoot the gap, he can go opposite field on you. The guy is becoming, if not already, the best left-handed hitter in all of baseball outside of Juan Soto. It in fact got so bad last year for starting pitching that if Yordan Alavarez was coming up to the plate and there was 2 guys on with 1 out, no outs, or 2 outs, the starting opposing pitchers would rather walk Yordan Alavarez intentionally and load the bases rather than risking him hitting a 2 or a 3 run shot on them. And that's not just because Yordan Alavarez can hit for power like almost no other player in the league. It's because Yordan Alavarez is starting to really develop some of the most elite level contact and plate discipline that we've seen in quite some time. For a guy of his size at least. And it isn't just the fact that he's drawing these comparisons of being called the next Barry Bonds or David Ortiz, but it's the fact that he's drawing these comparisons at such a young age. Most baseball players' primes of their careers are between the ages of 27 and 32, and after that, they kind of just start to decline slowly or drastically. Yordan Alavarez hasn't even hit the prime of his career yet. Now, if I had to bet Yordan Alavarez's numbers this year, I'd say around a 312, 315 batting average, over a 400 on-base percentage, over a 600 slugging, and well over 1,000 OPS, 45 to 50 home runs, and over 120 driven in. My guess is he finishes top 3 yet again in AL MVP voting, if not flat out wins the whole thing. But now let's jump to the other side of that outfield. The Astros right fielder, Kyle Tucker. In the past 2 seasons, Kyle Tucker has quickly transcended himself into the top 3 right fielder conversation, right up there with the best right fielders in the game of Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, and Ronald Acuna Jr. With back-to-back 30 home run seasons and well over 100 RBIs last season, Tucker can very well assert himself into the conversation of MVP for the American League this next season. The guy had 25 stolen bases last season and 17 the year before. Now, yes, in 2022, everything from his batting average to his OPS to his on-base percentage and his slugging were down across the board, but a lot of that can be contributed to his really rough start in April of last season. The poor guy couldn't even buy a hit, yet he was hitting the seams off the ball. If Kyle Tucker can just avoid that rough start in April to the season like he hasn't been able to in the past few years, then yeah, Kyle Tucker may be batting over 300 this season, with well over 900 OPS. I can honestly see the guy hitting 35 home runs, 120 plus RBIs, near a 300 batting average, a 400 plus on-base percentage, a 500 plus slugging, and I could actually see him hitting 30 stolen bases or more this next season. Along with a highly rated glove out there in right field, Kyle Tucker is coming, and y'all all better be prepared. But I would love to know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Do you think that the Astros, Kyle Tucker, and Yordan Alavarez finish in the top 7 for AL MVP voting? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, go like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because I have plenty more baseball content like this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios, mis amigos!